I sit quietly reading a worn book about Napoleon, candle flickering, rain tapping softly against my window tonight. His battles, ambitions, triumphs fill my thoughts. Inked pages whisper echoes of glory's strategy, destiny, power, restless dreams. Suddenly the letters blur. The room trembles. Time loosens its grip, and reality bends like steel before me. Light swallows everything. My breath stops, heartbeat roaring. As history's storm pulls me violently through unseen centuries alone, I crash onto cobblestones. Startled, surrounded by marching boots, smoke, distant drums, banners snapping beneath grey Parisian skies. Before me stands Napoleon Bonaparte, sharp gaze, hand tucked confidently, studying maps while officers await his next command. He turns toward me, curious, yet composed, as if expecting destiny itself to deliver strangers without explanation today. I stammer my name, trembling, unsure whether dream or miracle, while cannons rumble faintly beyond restless city walls. Napoleon smiles slightly, amused by my confusion, then gestures calmly for me to follow his morning inspection route. We walk through campfires fading, soldiers rising, steel clashing softly, dawn painting disciplined rows with golden resolve brightly. He questions generals briskly, absorbing reports, correcting details, mind moving faster than scribes, recording his thoughts faithfully precisely. Breakfast is brief. Bread, coffee, silence. Ambition outweighs appetite as he studies Europe's fragile, shifting chessboard, intensely, restlessly. He speaks of empire, law, legacy, insisting history favors boldness, never hesitation, never surrender to fear or doubt. I listen, astonished, walking beside a mind reshaping nations while my own struggles grasp the impossible moment fully. Mid-morning brings strategy councils, murmured debates, decisive gestures slicing uncertainty like sabers, cutting through thick battlefield smoke clouds. Napoleon dictates letters rapidly, alliances forged with ink as powerful as artillery arranged across contested borders and thrones. We ride beyond the city, hooves pounding rhythmically, wind carrying distant thunder of armies assembling for destiny awaiting. He surveys terrain carefully, measuring hills, rivers, roads, seeing victories hidden where others perceive only obstacles and limits. Noon heat rises, he remains tireless, calculating movements, supply lines, morale, timing, precision guiding every decision with clarity. I ask about fear. He answers quietly, saying courage is discipline mastered, not absence of trembling within ever. Afternoon drills thunder across fields, formations shifting flawlessly, thousands moving like one vast breathing mechanism of war alive. Napoleon corrects a young officer gently, demanding excellence, yet inspiring loyalty through clarity, confidence, relentless expectation, and pride. We rest briefly beneath a tree. Even stillness feels charged with impending movement, consequence, history unfolding around us. He studies me suddenly, asking what future remembers of him, eyes burning with fierce curiosity and silent hunger. I hesitate, then speak of legends, controversies, admiration, criticism, immortality, granted by relentless human fascination across centuries ahead. He nods thoughtfully, neither pleased nor wounded. Accepting greatness carries shadows, inseparable from blazoned achievement and heavy cost. Evening approaches. Camp glows amber, fatigue settling over soldiers while commanders prepare maps by lantern light for tomorrow. Napoleon walks alone briefly, silhouette against firelight, burdened yet unbroken, a titan wrestling fate silently within his thoughts. I follow at distance, sensing solitude surrounding power, understanding crowns weigh heavier than steel armor upon mortal minds. Night council resumes. Decisions sharpen, voices lower. Destiny negotiated between exhaustion, ambition, necessity, unwavering resolve till silence falls. Dinner is sparse again. Ate is little mind elsewhere, already marching through battles, yet unfought inside his imagination. He finally speaks softer, confessing loneliness accompanies command, trust scarce, betrayal always lurking near thrones and fragile alliances. I answer honestly, saying humanity remembers not perfection, but intensity, vision, contradictions shaping extraordinary lives through enduring stories. He studies the stars outside, silent as if measuring eternity against the brevity of mortal conquest and glory. A distant boom echoes. War never sleeps, only pauses, breathing between thunderous declarations of human will and survival. Midnight deepens. Exhaustion grips me, yet he continues writing, shaping tomorrow with relentless, disciplined energy despite encroaching fatigue. He dismisses the room gently, finally allowing rest to claim even emperors bound by flesh and mortal limits. We stand beneath quiet skies. History feels strangely intimate, fragile, human, stripped of textbook grandeur and distant myth. Suddenly the world trembles again, edges dissolving, time reclaiming me from this impossible borrowed century with violent force. Light returns fiercely. Camp, emperor, soldiers vanish, replaced by my dim room and fallen book beside me again. Rain still taps softly. Candle flickers unchanged, yet my heartbeat carries echoes of marching armies through silent memory. I touch the book carefully, wondering whether dream, vision, or history briefly opening its guarded doors to me. Napoleon remains ink on pages, yet also breath, voice, presence etched vividly within my shaken mind forever now. Morning will come again, ordinary, predictable. But I have walked beside extraordinary fire and ambition beyond time itself. History feels different now. Less distant, more human, shaped by sleepless minds and relentless decisions under crushing pressure. I close the book slowly, aware legends are lived moments, once fragile, uncertain, fiercely real to those inside. The candle fades, night thinning, yet imagination burns brighter, carrying me across centuries without moving from this room. I whispered gratitude to silence. 2 stories, 2 impossible journeys born between curiosity and wonder and restless longing somewhere. History marches onward. Indifferent, while I remain changed, carrying secrets no clock can measure or fully explain. I sleep at last, mind drifting where emperors walk, battles roar, and time yields briefly again to dreams. Dreams carry me once more through drums, banners, thunder, hooves, voices calling across endless fields of memory alive. I see him distant, unwavering, silhouette, crowned by dawn, forever marching beyond reach, beyond time and mortal limits. His ear fades gently, like mist dissolving, leaving only inspiration, warning, awe, and reflection for restless generations ahead. I awaken quietly, sunrise pale, world unchanged, yet purpose feels sharper, strangely steadier within me after that journey. Books rest silently now, but I know pages hide doorways, waiting patiently for curious wandering minds like mine. History is no longer distant chronology. It breathes through choices, risks, courage, failure, relentless striving of human will. I carry forward a lesson whispered by an emperor. Destiny bends only before disciplined, relentless determination and vision. Ordinary days now shimmer faintly, touched by awareness that greatness grows inside unnoticed, persistent moments of effort daily. Somewhere a page turns again, another reader leaning closer. Another impossible journey preparing quietly to begin with an imagination. And I smile knowingly, guardian of wonder, remembering the day I walked beside Napoleon Bonaparte through time itself. Echoes linger softly, like distant drums fading beyond hills, yet never fully surrendering to silence within memory chambers. The world resumes its rhythm, unaware how briefly eternity cracked open inside a quiet reader, seeking forgotten voices. Legends remain alive, not in monuments alone, but in minds daring to imagine walking beside them through time. I rise from my chair slowly, carrying unseen history like a secret flame guarded carefully within my chest. Outside, dawn spreads gold across rooftops. Ordinary, yet miraculous. Every day another undiscovered chapter, waiting to be lived. I breathe deeply, feeling time vast yet intimate, woven through memory, imagination, and relentless human striving for meaning. Somewhere, in another century, ambitions still march, courage still trembles, history still waits to be written by dreamers. I glance once more at the book, companion of impossible voyages, silent architect of extraordinary encounters, yet, too, a final flicker of candlelight fades, like a curtain falling gently across a stage of centuries behind me. Darkness softens into morning, and my ordinary life continues, forever illuminated by one impossible, extraordinary day beyond time.